Hey guys, welcome back to the EA Sports FC 24 Stevenage career mode, and it feels like it's been a while since I posted one, but I took a break yesterday. I think it's been long overdue. I've been wanting to take a break actually for this career mode for at least once or twice a month, and yesterday it was yesterday it was comes to my attention that I feel like I needed to take a break. And I did that, and I'm back here stronger than ever, feeling way better than before, and of course, feel less drained as well. So, today, again, 5 games episode. It's as usual. So, against QPR in the first game, and of course, David Washington, whom we signed in the last episode, has been very good. I mean, I think so far he has featured 3 games for us so far in this season. He scored every single one of them, at least one goal right there. It makes it 4 goals out of 4, maybe 5 goals out of 4, something like that. And later on, Kairodia, our young Italian defender, have scored a pretty good goal right there. His first goal for the club, 2-0 already in the first half, which is pretty good. And later on, here comes Washington again from a very tight angle. Good first touch, but more importantly, what a finish right there by David Washington. He can finish with his right foot and also left foot as well. This is what you want from a striker at times, where they're available for both of their feet, and also, of course, if they're good with the headers, so be it. 75 minutes in, Seaman had forced a pretty good save, and later on, 84 minutes in, here comes Lockhart finding Reed right here, and he sweats this one to Tesco. I believe Tesco and Reed have been having pretty good partnership between them. I think every time when Tesco was about to score, he always finds Reed in the far corner, allowing him to finesse that one. In the end, we managed to keep a clean sheet. I believe this might be the second clean sheet that we have in the league. I'm not quite sure. I believe last season we only kept 2 clean sheets in total across all different competition, which is quite funny, to be honest, because right now I'm sure it surpasses our last year record for keeping a clean sheet. But right here for the scouting report, again, in the month of, I believe, October now. So we've been scouting a few good players. Of course, one of them, which we will talk about later on in this episode. But I feel like right now, for some reason, after renewing the scouting assignments for the scouts, they turn out to be massive for us so far. I mean, every scouting report right now we always receive a good youngster. And right now it's all piling up right now, which is a pretty good thing, to be honest. But at the same time, there are a few players. Tommy Andrews is one of them, our left back, who just being scouted from England. 64 rated, with the potential from 79 to 94, and I thought, he might be ready to play. I think he is ready to play. I've been always wanting to add a little bit more competition on the left back area, and Tommy Andrews, again, he is pretty much our next rising star left back. Right now, we're going to call him up. So right now we have 2 very, very good left back in the team. And right here, we actually receive an offer for not any of the players, but for me, for John Anderson, to manage, or having the opportunity to manage RB Leipzig. But of course, my immediate reaction is 100% no. I mean, I've been building something special with this team. Why would I want to drop everything off just to fulfill somewhere else? But of course, they might offer me a much better contract than what Stevenage done. But so far, this career mode has been amazing. First season was good. It was a little bit of struggle here and there in terms of getting the results that we wanted, and also signing some young players, which we didn't quite manage to do that. So apparently, Tommy Andrews, our new and rising left back, again has the same tag as Elijah Spencer, has the potential to be special. Oh my God. That was such a bad pronunciation right there. But which means that Dan Butler, our veteran left back, will be leaving the club for sure. I have already put him out for sale. Right now, I'm definitely going to stick with Tommy Andrews and Elijah Spencer for pretty much the rest of the career mode. We have the top talent in that category, and 2 of the top talent in the entire world. So I'm sure our left back it's in good hand for the near future. And second game in today's game, Carabao Cup second round, I believe, against Forest Green. Conceding the first goal, and later on, I believe I've scored one of the best solo goals I've ever seen. But the game ended 1-1, which means we're going into the extra time. Well, there's no extra time, but straight at the penalty spot. So Seaman blocked the first one or saved the first goal. Reed scoring the first attempt, and later on Seaman save another good shot right there. Guessing the right way as usual. And Mainu scored his respective penalty. Later on, third one, hopefully Seaman's going to save that one, but the player went down the middle. It would have been a good attempt, but here comes List. It was a very good penalty, driven, lower left driven down there. And right here, if Seaman saved this goal or saved this shot, we are through to the round through the Carabao Cup. And he did such a poor penalty as well. I don't know what that number 18 was doing, but there was no power behind that shot. And Seaman, despite kind of guessing us the wrong way, stuck his foot out, and he saved the day. And we are through to round 4, actually, not round 3. And it was, I thought it should have been a much better game than before. But right now, here is another big part of today's gameplay. Logan Egger will be called up as the backup goalkeeper, 67 rated, 17-year-old. And later on, we're looking at Arthur Bruce, and I think he is going to be a revelation player for us as well. Same as Jack Robertson from Scotland. So pretty much today we have promoted 3 Scottish player. And we got to look at the attack as usual. Showing great potential for Logan Egger. And right now I feel like I'm being Mikel Arteta. I feel like I have to show ruthlessness. If Seaman makes a mistake, I'm sure Logan is definitely Egger's going to be replacing him in the short term, but who knows. But funny thing is that we got another has-to-be potential player in today's episode, which is Arthur Bruce. But the thing is, in terms of central attacking midfielder, we're so overcrowded in that area, so I have decided to convert him into a striker to compete alongside Washington, Tesco, and hopefully he can replace Washington at sometime soon. But unfortunately, with the problem with Arthur Bruce is that he is not quite there yet in terms of his weak foot. Apparently he has a 1-star weak foot, which I hope that will not be the case. I hope that is not going to be the main problem. And of course we looked at Jack Nicholson, Jack Robinson. Again, I think in terms of that area he might be a sellable asset to us in the near future in January if we looking to strengthen in other areas as well. Again, I don't think it's a bad thing calling up these players, because at the end of the day, if they're not fit for us, they can turn out to be a great commodity for us, and hopefully use that funds to sign the players that we actually want. So right here, third game of today's episode against Luton Town, who of course got sent down, got relegated from last season, and right now we have to play against them. Seems like, despite a very early red card by David, what's his name again, Washington, just doesn't affect us at all. Score 3 beauty goals. Despite that, right now, here comes Luton Town once again from a short corner kick. It was a very well-constructed goal, and we just conceded from that range again. Still, we are trying to strengthen our defense in all way possible. 82nd minute in, here comes Butler. Cross it in to McNeil, finding Miller. Honestly, it was such an incredible goal to score, because pretty much Lennon Miller has barely any touches, barely any time for him to pull the trigger. But you know what? Shout out to him. That is why we signed him first in the summer. And looking at the table at the moment, currently we're 1 point behind from Sheffield United, but alongside around that area, we still have quite a few teams chasing us. So again, still early in the season, dropping points is pretty much it's very reasonable. And at the same time, like one of you guys said, I think it could be achievable to play in the Premier League next season. But right now, it's a little bit hard to tell at times, because we might not have the capacity, we might not have the ability to do that. I still think that our squad's a little bit inexperienced in certain areas. like they're 12 minutes in terms of competition in the goalkeeping area. That is also probably one of the main concerns that we have was the goalkeeping ability from Seaman. The first goal could have dealt a little bit better. It was just a Humpty Dumpty, that type of goal. Later on, it was a good cross, pretty much finished the game. We just barely find any chance to come in. Later on, near post, Seaman beaten by the near post and allowing Swansea City to score 3 goals past us, and we haven't scored a goal, which is quite concerning right now. Despite Washington's absence, I still feel like we're attacking wise should have done a little bit better. And Dan Butler has been sold for $350K, around that figure. Which is good. Again, I don't think Dan Butler is a good player. I think this season he has been a little bit better compared to last season, but still, he is definitely not going to surpass either Spencer or Andrews at the moment as the left back. And here comes Sheffield Wednesday, conceding the only goal of the game, unfortunately. And Seaman, again, another ability. Another chance for him to save that one. He couldn't. Later on, 74 minutes in, Tesco. That was a good ball by Lockhart, but somehow Sheffield Wednesday player took down Tesco with 16 minutes remaining. And turns out it was a penalty, and that was a very dangerous challenge in general. Which means we're going to be granted with a penalty, and turns out who it's better a penalty taker than anybody else. Turns out it's our youngster, Arthur Bruce, 63 rated in terms of his shooting ability or penalty ability. And guess what? He had his first goal crossed out by the goalkeeper, or else it would have been quite a first goal for him. So back-to-back loss in today's episode. In the last 2 games of the episode, which also raises the concern a little bit in terms of the goalkeeping area. Despite Seaman had a pretty good outing against Forest Green, but again, I think right now his position as a goalkeeper might be tested. Right now, I'm kind of replicating what Arteta did to Ramsdale and with what's his name again, David Raya. So hopefully in the next episode, everything will go out as planned. Again, like I said, like I predicted earlier in today's episode, that I'm not going to be surprised. I'm not going to be upset if we don't get promoted, because still, it's a very young team. I'm still learning this team in all capacity as possible. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.